The word interest is easy to explain. Suppose you invest 10,000 Rand in a savings account at a bank. At the end of the first year, the bank pays you an interest of 20%. The accumulated amount at the end of the first year is 12,000 Rand. The amount you invest originally is called principal. The amount you receive at the end of the period is called accumulated amount. And basically interest is the extra money you receive for investing your money. If you borrow money, you will pay interest. Allow me to explain the word interest further using two simple examples. Trevor B invested 5,600 Rand originally. That's his opening balance. He will invest this amount for a period of 3 years. We want to calculate the closing balance after 3 years. I have already calculated the values in the table. The first thing you noticed is that the interest earned at the end of the year is not the same like simple interest. In fact, interest is increasing.
Phoenix, show us how these values are calculated.
To calculate the interest he earned in the first year, we work out 3.8% of 5,600 Rand. So, the interest earned after the first year is 212 Rand and 80 cents. Adding the interest earned in the first year with the opening balance, we should have 5,812 Rand and 80 cents. Now, let us calculate the interest earned after the second year. We work out 3.8% of 5,812 Rand and 80 cents. 3.8% of 5,812 Rand and 80 cents is 220 Rand and 89 cents. So, the interest earned after the second year is 220 Rand and 89 cents. Adding the interest earned in the second year with the balance at the end of the first year, we should have 6,033 Rand and 69 cents. Let us compare compound interest with simple interest. Look at the simple interest diagram on the right. Notice that with simple interest, interest is fixed. With compound interest, interest earned at the end of the year increases. The interest earned after the first year is the same for both simple interest and compound interest. In conclusion, we can all agree that compound interest yields a better investment than simple interest if invested at the same rate.
The first one has been done for you.
A home loan is a loan given to a person to assist in buying a property. A home loan is also called mortgage. The mortgage is usually to be paid back in the form of monthly payments that consist of interest and a principal. The principal is repayment of the original amount borrowed, which reduces the balance. The interest, on the other hand, is the cost of borrowing the principal amount for the past month. Let us have a look at this example. Rowan plans to buy a house for 870,000 Rand. He pays a deposit of 15% and takes out a bank loan for the balance. The bank charges 12.5% per annum compounded monthly. Let us correct the first question. Calculate the value of the loan borrowed from the bank. We know that Rowan paid a deposit of 15%. 15% of 870,000 Rand is 130,500 Rand. Remember, 15% can be written as 15 over 100. The word of means multiplication. Look at this part. 15 over 100 multiplied by 870,000 is equal to 130,500. So, Rowan paid a deposit of 130,500 Rand. Now, to find the value of the loan borrowed from the bank, we simply subtract the deposit from the cost price of the house. 870,000 subtract 130,500 is equal to 739,500. So, Rowan will need to borrow 739,500 Rand from the bank. Here comes the second question. Calculate the monthly repayment on the house if the loan is repaid over 20 years. Please note that this question lies beyond the scope of mathematical literacy. For this course, I will only give the answer without explaining how it was calculated.
Why did you ask the question in the first place?
I needed to find the monthly installment that Rowan had to pay. Now, the question is, if the interest rate is increased, what will happen to Rowan's monthly installment? Let us assume that the interest rate changes from 12.5% per annum to 13% per annum compounded monthly. If the interest rate changes from 12.5% per annum to 13% per annum, then Rowan will pay a higher installment. At an interest rate of 12.5%, he will pay an installment of 8,401 Rand and 76 cents. At an interest rate of 13%, he will pay an installment of 8,663 Rand and 80 cents. Your home loan installment will change as the interest rate changes. When the interest rate goes up, your monthly installment will go up. When the interest rate goes down, your monthly installment will go down.